Hey everybody, welcome to GLB Sports TV. I'm Justin Block, and Liverpool's US tour kicked off this weekend in Toronto, so I guess their Canadian tour. But next Wednesday, they're going to be in Boston playing Roma at Fenway Park. I will be at that game. The squad list for who's going to be on the US tour just came in, and I just want to give my thoughts on who I want to see start on the US tour. So as far as goalkeepers go, why not give Brad Jones a chance? He came up big with the penalty last season when Reina got red carded. I want to see the guy play. Now looking at the defenders, I want to see Martin Kelly at right back. I really like Martin Kelly. He was injured some part of the season. Then when he came back, Glenn Johnson had his place in the team. I think Martin Kelly's really shown a lot of power and pace down the right-hand side and a good ball. So I want to see Martin Kelly right back. At center back, I want to see Danny Wilson. He's sort of a forgotten man for Liverpool. Rafa bought him from Rangers a couple of seasons ago. I think he won like Young Player of the Year award in the Scottish Premier League. He's somebody that's kind of been buried in the Anfield ranks, and I'd really like to see him play at center back. At the other center back spot, I want to see Jamie Carragher. I really just want to hear his voice in person once. On television, you can hear that booming, sort of high-pitched Scouser voice. I want to be able to hear that voice at the game live in person. It probably sounds so much cooler live. At left back, I want to see Jack Robinson. I think Jack Robinson actually played in Rafa's last game as manager and became Liverpool's youngest cap player ever. So let's see how Liverpool's youngest cap player can hold his own against Roma. Now to propose 4-3-3, I'm going to name 3 attackers and then 3 midfielders. At defensive center mid, I want to see Lucas Leiva. He's one of the Premier League's best defensive center midfielders. He's been out for so many months with a knee injury. I want to see how he's looking coming back. Coming back from a torn ligament in the knee is never an easy thing to do, and I want to see how his progression is sort of going. Then in midfield, of course I want to see Steven Gerrard play. It's Liverpool's captain, their talisman, the great Steven Gerrard. I want to see him start, but come on, eventually paired with him in midfield, I want to see Jordan Henderson and John Joe Shelvey, because Gerrard only has a couple more years left, and if Shelvey and Henderson progress, they could actually be our midfield tandem for the next decade. So I want to see the future unfold in front of me on Wednesday. Now in terms of the strikers, we're going to have one winger, and then a striker up front. At one wing spot, I want to see Raheem Sterling. I want to get a glimpse of this phenom, this Liverpool phenom that everybody in the reserve team seen, the guy that scored 5 goals in a reserve team game last year, and a guy that came on and actually for garbage time minutes at the end of last year. I want to see the phenom Raheem Sterling. I want to see him cut up defenders, use that pace. I think he's the future of Liverpool, and I want to see him play on Wednesday. I'd also like to see Danny Pacheco. He's sort of a forgotten man at Liverpool. When Rafa was around, he was sort of hyped up as the next great Spanish star, the next great star that Rafa's sort of failed academy was going to produce. And he's been out on loan with Spanish clubs the past couple of years and really has not made an impact at all on any of them. So I want to see if he still has a future at Liverpool. This once forgotten prospect. Let's see what the deal is with Danny Pacheco. And of course, at striker, I want to see Fabio Borini. He'll be playing against Roma, his old club. It's a fantastic story. I want to see what Liverpool just paid £10 million for. And of course, I want to see Andy Carroll eventually come on. He's going to be under the spotlight from this moment on until he eventually leaves Liverpool. I want to see how he does in person. I want to see the mammoth of a man in person. I'm sure he's much bigger live. I just want to get a glimpse of Liverpool's big man. So those are the players I want to see on the pitch next week against Roma in Boston, a game I will be at. If you're going to be at the game, let me know. Tell me who you want to see if you're going to be at the game starting for Liverpool, or who you just want to see if you're going to be watching the game or following the game somewhere else. That's all for today, guys. YNWA.